Hello there guys, it's just Lewis again and welcome back to another video. Today is Monday the 6th of April, so happy Easter to everybody. Hope you've all had a great time, rested up with all your family and all the rest of it. I've actually been on a little holiday by myself as well, so I had Friday, Saturday and Sunday off. Went down to good old Skeg Vegas with the family, had a great time, and we've just got back about half an hour ago and I'm already back on the pitch. We've been in demand since being on holiday. We've had about 12 inquiries, so there's a lot bubbling, and obviously I need to get the month moving. So we've come back in. There's a few deals that hopefully we get over the line today. We've had a great start to the month so far, which I'll show you when we go outside. Lots of things going on, and hopefully that is the start of another great month for the month of April. But anyway, let's waffle in. I'll spin the camera, show you what we've sold, what inquiries got going on, and yeah, we'll just show you where we're at. So let's start with this one then. So we've had this Vauxhall Astra in stock for about 2 months, but it was my own fault why that was. I took some photos of the vehicle and I edited one pretty poorly, so it showed it really zoomed in. So when you went to the photo online, it just wasn't a good image. So anyway, got the car revaleted, redid the photos, straight away inquire on the vehicle. Now this lady is coming down for about an hour and a half away. I promised I'd get the car ready. The deal's not been done yet, so I've really put all my eggs into one basket here.
I'm beginning to think that was a bad idea.
So we promised they would get it MOT'd. So what I did, obviously when we were going on holiday, rang up my MOT garage that I use, said, look Cam, really need your help mate. Can you get this car in whilst I'm away and get it ready for me if it needs any repairs? So it went in and it did need, I think it was some brake pads and a couple of other bits. But it's now ready. MOT centre left it out for me, left the keys in a hidden place, as you do. And yeah, so we've just gone pick that up, took it straight down. It has come up with a tyre pressure light on, but it is because we had a tyre change, so I just need to check that and reset all the tyre pressures. And other than that, there's 2 key fob batteries for both the main and the spare key, which are not working at the minute. So I'll pop inside in a second and I'll get that sorted. But hopefully, fingers crossed guys, that is a deal for Bank Holiday Monday. Right then, this beauty. So I think I mentioned in the last video, this was my car of the week. And why not? It's absolutely stunning. So 2013 Jaguar XF. It's got 105k on the clock, which isn't high miles for the 2.2 engine. They use these in Ford Mondeos as well. It's a really nice, reliable engine. We've had it full machine polish front to back, and we also had all the wheels freshly painted as well, because when it came in, they'd been curbed quite badly, and the bodywork, it wasn't horrific, it just wasn't great. So I had all that done. Dealt with a lad called Connor who came down on it on Thursday, and it sold. He said straight away, as soon as he looked around it, he says, I absolutely love it. He says the wheels and everything look really nice. And for 4495 guys, that is a great value for money vehicle. It's an automatic as well. So yeah, just need to get that prepped. I do know that the driver's door lock isn't working at the minute. I know these are prone for them. I think they're quite big stripped down, but I need to get the old part number off just so I can obviously cross-reference it with another one. And then yeah, we'll get that fit and take for an MOT and a service. This is another guy that's coming down today on good old Bank Holiday Monday. So the deals are flowing. So I think he's going to be here for about 3 o'clock, so we've got about an hour yet. He was quite particular on the phone. I mean, this is a 1995 car. We did have it up at 2150, lowered the price because I'm just trying to shift a little bit of stock at the moment to lower the stock levels. But for 1995, I think that's a great value for money vehicle. He did say about the bodywork, he says, you know, is it in good condition? I said, look mate, it's a sub £2,000 car, you can only expect so much. There is just a little ding here and here, but again, for the price that you're paying, what can you really expect? It drives lovely. It's got the 1.6 non-turbo petrol in. Like I say, we go for Vauxhall. We try and go for the 2-litre CDTI, that is our favourite one. But if it's a petrol, then we'll go for 1.6 non-turbo, or sometimes we'll go for the 1.4 as well. But yeah, another inquiry, and hopefully again, we get that sold. Okay, so we've had inquiries on this Fiat 500 whatever it's called, GQ is it called, or QC, or one or the other. Inquiry on that, and also inquiry on this little 63 plate Ford KA 1395, guys. That is cheap as chips. So yeah, I mean, I think I should have put it up for a bit more money, but that's what it was saying that the valuation was worth, and I don't like going above that. I want people to get good value for money. Unfortunately, with this one, the customer rang me yesterday. I think I'd had a few pints actually. I probably shouldn't have answered the phone, but anyway, I just explained I'm on holiday. I can't get to you today, so we'll see if he turns up. He did say he'll try and get here between 3 and 4 o'clock. So that's another one there. Just next to it, we had somebody's dad ring us up for this on Saturday. A little Kia Picanto. It did have an engine light when it first came in, and it's simply because it had not been serviced. So we've done a full service kit, and that has sorted that problem right out. The oil was a bit low. We just checked for any leaks, make sure it's fixed properly, and it is. So fingers crossed early next week. That one's over the line. He can't get here this week, but he said he'll try and get here next Tuesday. We've had an inquiry on the Corsa. Well, I say an inquiry. There's a lady that's come down that's inquired on that grey Corsa. She's inquired on the Nissan Pulsar. Again, don't get why that's not sold, but yeah, we've obviously dropped the ball on this one. The battery was flat for ages, which is my fault, but again, trying to get to cars with too many cars in stock to work around them. So we're going to go back to basics. But yeah, she's inquired on this as well. So we'll see which one she goes for, if any. And she's also inquired on this, which I think I explained in my last video. This is not for retail because it needs a timing chain. But if we can agree a sensible price for it, where I can obviously get the timing chain factored in for her, then we'll see what we can do with it. It's only got 37k on the clock, so very low miles. We've had an inquiry on the other Jaguar XF, but unfortunately when he turned up, he saw the black one, loved that one, and fell out of love with this one because of how nice that one looks. I'm thinking about getting the wheels done in black potentially, but I know that is quite a brave move, so not sure at the minute. But again, 12 plate, automatic, has got a bit more miles. I think it's got 125k, but it drives lovely. Like I said, we were using that as a courtesy vehicle. We've had new disc and pads done on the rear, full MOT and all the rest of it. Next in line, God, there's inquiries everywhere. We've got this Peugeot 508. So I think I said in the last video, we had no inquiries on this vehicle, and we usually do very well with 7-seaters. So where we are in Clay Cross, it's quite a big area for families, you know, young kids and stuff like that. So we finally had an inquiry on this. Bloke's come down at 4 o'clock today. Hopefully he turns up, because like I say, I have ran down from Skeg Vegas to get here. And then these two, we've had 2 inquiries. There were 2 blokes on my pitch a couple of days ago. Could see him on the camera. He gave me a call. Unfortunately, obviously I weren't here. Bit frustrating, but we need our holidays, guys. There's no I can really do with that. And this is the one that he inquired on. I personally think that the blue one is nicer than the silver one, just because of the spec. But then if you go for reliability, the silver one has only got 99k on the clock. That one's done 130. Came in part exchange, but yeah, drives lovely, so fingers crossed. Inquiry on the Duke, not going anywhere, and I don't think it will. She inquired via email. We got back to her, went back and forth. She had a part exchange, but she wanted more than what we could give for it. I did explain if you could sell it privately and they come back and purchase our car, but we'll see. We'll see. We can only obviously give cars what they're worth. Again, that is another habit that I've got to get out of, is, you know, trying to help people out, giving more than what they're worth, and then we get it up on the ramp and it needs bloody £700 or £800 spending on it. So yeah, that is where we're at with that one. And then last ones for the inquiries is this Suzuki SX4. So we've had 2 inquiries on it. I thought this car would sell straight away because it's a 4-wheel drive, and it's sub £3,000. I think it's 2,695. I had to have a new battery on it. It's already got a long MOT. Anyway, we didn't have even one inquiry on this vehicle for about 2 months, and then all of a sudden we've had about 3 in one swoop. So we've got 2 people that inquired online through our website, and yeah, we'll see if we can get that anywhere. But things are obviously really positive. We have got a lot of inquiries on. I mean, I think I explained to you in the last video, we sell a lot of cars here. We sold, I think it was 43 cars last month. We sold 58 cars the month before, and another, I think it was 46 or something like that cars the month before that. So we've always got inquiries going on. We're on a main road, we price the cars right, we don't make the most margins compared to other people, but you know, we do what we can do, try and offer a good value for money in the area that we're in. So this Citroen C4 Picasso that's turned up into stock, it's come with a bit of a headache, to be fair. We think 2 of the injectors are down. I do need to get around to scanning it to see what comes up, but it runs like a bag of shit, if I'm honest with you. So we've parked that obviously on the back wall so we can get ready for prep. It's right next to the garage, so I'll jump on that tomorrow with the scanner, see what's going on, and then we'll cut a plan of how to sort that car. There's a good margin in it though, and also they're very, very popular, so it's definitely worth getting it fixed. This Leon that's coming, so the only thing wrong with this vehicle is the grille is damaged. There's no other damage on the bumper itself, it's just the grille. So I've ordered one online for, I think it was £55 from eBay. As soon as that turns up, we'll get that fit, get it in for prep, valet, and then get that photoed on the web. It's got the 1.2 TSI engine in it. It's the facelift version. It's in the right colour. It's a 5-door, so no doubt that will sell pretty much as soon as we put that on the web, to be fair. So I did drift off German vehicles. I know in the videos previously, about 6 months ago, when I ended up stopping in the end, I was selling stuff like Mercedes, Audi, BMW. I stopped through a couple of reasons, but there was a few cars that were giving me significant headaches. But I'm going to change that. We're going to go back to German, not all German, but definitely going to get a better mix of vehicles, because German vehicles at the end of the day, they're a little bit more exciting, a little bit more premium. But we're going to go for slightly newer. I think that's where we went wrong last time. And they was going for old German vehicles. What can go wrong? High miles, old, you know. So it was my own fault, but we're going to go back to that, back to the basics. And yeah, really exciting things to come in the next few months here at LAS Autobahn Motors. And just before I miss it, we've also got an inquiry on this 63 plate Fiesta. A customer rang me today while it's on my way home. And she said, oh, you know, I'm on your pitch. Is there anyone in? I said, no, I'll be back at 3 o'clock. So she's just going to come down.
See if I was like wasting my time or not.
So potentially we could do 4 deals today. If we do, it's pina coladas all night, guys. I'll tell you, I'll be absolutely buzzing, and that will recover some of the cost of the holiday. I am just concentrating on getting the cars that we've got ready. So on this one, for example, beautiful car, but there was a crack going down this. It looks like someone's tried to pull it off. Really struggled to find one, believe it or not, which I know sounds like a rubbish excuse. But anyway, found one whilst I was on my holiday, so I ordered that. This Mini, beautiful car. Again, there's a ding here on the bonnet. I've ordered a new bonnet for that, guys, rather than painting it. Don't like painting bonnets. I don't think they ever look right. So found one online, I think it was 250 quid. So it worked out about the same as getting it painted anyway. But that's another one that'll be boxed off. Audi A3, I think I explained it in the last video. It's got a slight misfire. It's come up with cylinder 1 and 2 misfire. So I've ordered a full set of plugs and 2 coil packs for it. We'll try with that first, see what happens. Fingers crossed it sorts it out. It's got 94k on the clock, so it is at that sort of miles where, has someone done them, have they not? Now with your maintenance, it's really important for these cars that you look after them, especially on the 1.4 TFSI engine. It's important that you service them regularly, and when you do service them, you should be changing your spark plugs regular. So we'll get that done, and then fingers crossed that rectifies that issue. And then last one is this Vauxhall Insignia. So we've had a timing chain fit on this car, which cost 960 quid, but badge is missing. Again, they're little bits, but if you look at that one, for example, compared to that one, it's a big difference. So I've ordered that one, that's going to be here in the next couple of days. So just going back to that, the key bit with what I'm doing at the minute is just going back to basics with stuff. Getting cars prepped right. If there's little niggly issues, get them sorted there and then, rather than leaving them down the line. Get the stock levels lower. That's a simple format of what I'm doing, and things will go back to being a bit more simpler then. So making the pitch look mint with the layout, keeping price boards in the car. These sound like simple things, guys, but when you're a one-man band, it's not that simple, because you're trying to deal with all that. You're trying to deal with warranty, buying cars, selling cars, getting them prepped, and all the rest of it. And the only way I can obviously sort that out is to lower the stock levels. So I've got to do it. I'm gonna get down to about 20 or 30 cars rather than 60 like what I've been having. And that'll just be a bit more manageable for me, allow me to sort things better. And on the flip side of it is give customers a much better experience. We have had a few warranty issues at the minute. I work by being totally honest, that's how I am. So I've got to jump on it and I've got to rectify where we're going wrong, which we've already got a plan in place for that. So I do just want to have a little bit of a rant. Don't like ranting about customers, because at the end of the day, they're the bread and butter. That's what makes me a living and keeps my business moving. And 9 out of 10 customers, I'll get on with no problem. But I've had a particular customer who purchased a Vauxhall Astra from me, 65 plate. It had done, I think it was 77,000 miles. She purchased the vehicle 6 months ago, well, just under 6 months, 5 months and 2 weeks ago. She rocked up onto my pitch without even notifying me, with her mum, being very, very rude to me. There's no need to act like that. You know, we can obviously get things rectified without you being rude, and that's not what we're here for. But anyway, I asked her what's wrong with the car. She said she took it to a garage and that there's oil leaking around the valve cover gasket and that the water pump's leaking. So I said, right, okay, no problem. I'll have a quick look at it for you. Notice that she's done 10,000 miles in the car. So it's a lot of miles to be doing. And plus she's had the car for 6 months, guys. This is wear and tear. This fault wasn't there at point of sale, otherwise the car would have leaked coolant months ago. So she came with a piece of paper, said that the garage has told her you've got 6 months consumer law and all this sort of stuff. It's not quite as simple as what people make out, and I love it when garages throw you under a bus like that. I'd love to know which garage it was actually. So I had a look at the car. Yes, it was leaking a bit of oil from the valve cover, and yes, the water pump was leaking. So how I work, I just try and avoid headaches. I've not got time for it. I'm way too busy to be arguing back and forth with customers. And then at the end of the day, you have got to think about your reputation. So I agreed that I'd sort it out for her. No problem. Got it sorted. I think it cost me £350. No thank you from the customer at all. Nothing. Really, really entitled people. So the following Sunday, I got another phone call from her. And because it was Sunday, I didn't answer the phone. Sunday's my only day off. So she rocked up to the pitch. Obviously, I had on cameras, knocking on the door quite aggressively. And then I get a text message from her. I've got another problem with my car. No problem. I'm back in tomorrow. Come and see me and I'll obviously have a look what's going on. So she's then said at this point that her brakes aren't working. So I'm like, flipping hell. I mean, do you want a brand new car? Because if you do, you should have gone to a main dealer and got a brand new car with obviously 3-year warranty or 6-year, whatever they do. And I did say to her, are you wanting a brand new car here? You know, some of the onus is on yourself. Brakes are wear and tear. The valve cover is wear and tear. Same with the water pump, it wears over time. So I had a look at the brakes. All fairness, the brakes were spongy. So again, I says, I'll have a look at it for you. We'll see what's going on. Got it into the garage. The brake pads were right down to the metal. She's done 10,000 miles in it. There's nothing saying of how she's driving that car, how she's braking it. And it'd been for an MOT from us. So the brakes have been checked. We actually did the rear dissing pad. So we just don't miss things like that, especially an MOT themselves, that they wouldn't miss it even if we have. So again, got them done. At this point, I'm starting to feel like a muggins. And she got very, very rude with my mechanics, who are really good people. 2 lads about 20 minutes away from me. Then she rings me again. Car won't go into 3rd gear. So she's rocked up to the pitch. In all fairness, because it may be the gearbox, that would fall under consumer law. And again, to avoid any more headaches, I thought, right, we'll get it in, we'll have a look at it. And all fairness, car won't go into 3rd gear. So I said to her, right, we'll have a look at it, we'll get it sorted. If it's the clutch, it'll be on you. If it's the gearbox, it's on us. No thank you again, just an expectancy. She put the keys in my hand and she just says, and my interior light doesn't work, I want it sorting. I just turned around and I said, listen, you've purchased a car for £4,000. I've been happy to do all the repairs so far, but you're starting to take the PISS with things like that. I'm not doing the bulbs, simple. So I went on holiday, this one Friday, and then on Saturday gets a phone call from our garage. She's turned up, picked the vehicle up, she's turned around, she said I wanted a year's warranty on the car. I mean, what the hell are we dealing with? How can a dealer ever make money in this game when you've got people like that to deal with? So anyway, that's my rant for the day. So hopefully I don't see her again, but I've got a feeling that I will. So I think I was saying outside, the customer's coming for the red Astra, the keys aren't working. So we've got 2 new key fob batteries for this. Try and get zoom in. So they're 2032 batteries. Quite simple to do on Vauxhall. So for the main key, simply open it up. Get a little blade in there just to get that out. Just double check the code, yeah, 2032. Other one back in. And then this simply clips on. And just like that, we're done. So moving on to the spare key now, so a little bit different. There's no obviously back cover to clip off in this one. So get a little flathead screwdriver, wedge it in between there, open it up, and just like that. Again, flip the battery out, he says. Oh, just like that. Get the new one in, and then that cover will just clip straight back on top. Press it down, and just like that, we've got 2 keys. So we'll go and see if that's fixed it. We'll go outside, just test that now. And then we've got a tyre pressure light on the vehicle, so we need to check that, and then we'll be ready for the customer. So we've just got the keys. Let's have a look. Oh, look at that, guys. 2 working keys. So we're just going to sort the tyre pressures out, check which one's down, and then yeah, we'll be ready for a test drive. Got tray plates already in car. Car's been balloted, ready to go. Fingers crossed, guys. Pray for me to get this one over the line. And just like that, tyre pressure's sorted. And he's going to put a little bit of fuel in it for the customer. It's a nice car though, only 70k on clock. New clutch, new gearbox, new exhaust, new brakes, MOT. It's had the full job's work. So she should love it, fingers crossed. And yeah, should be in the next 20 minutes. So I'll have a catch up with you guys at the end of the day. I'll let you know where we're at with things. And fingers crossed, when we have a chat, there's some deals over the line. So whilst we're waiting, actually, we've got about 20 minutes until these customers turn up. So we're going to scan this vehicle, see exactly what's going on. I've got it's injectors, but I could be wrong. There's no engine light, which is strange. But if I show you, I don't know how much you can hear. Don't know if that's picking up on the camera, but it's not running very well at all. There's no smoke or anything coming from the back, so I'm not too sure. I mean, these engines aren't usually too bad. Let's see what comes up. So really interesting, we have got no engine faults at all. So maybe this car just needs a really good service. So change the diesel filter, obviously oil filter, air filter, and see how it goes. Maybe I'm being a bit picky, but I mean, it, for sure, to me, it doesn't sound. I mean, you can see it in the door, look. I don't know if that's picking up, but the whole car is vibrating quite heavily. But you'd think if it was injectors, then it would come up. Aha! We have got some faults. Why did that not show before then? So we've got P14445 fault, additive add-in, the quantity of additive injected into the particle emission filter has exceeded the maximum threshold. The particular emission filter must be cleaned. Right, so the DPF is blocked. Fantastic. At least we know what it is. That's the main thing, so we'll get that sorted. We do have a DPF man who comes out and cleans them. But the key bit with these guys is we do need to figure out what is causing the DPF to clog up. It's not usually the DPF itself, but at least we know, and we'll jump on that at some point next week. Well, I have just had the strangest 2 hours I've ever had in motor trade. I can't believe what has just happened. So, I've come back off my holiday. weren't supposed to be in today, but I had lots of appointments going on, so I thought I'll come in. So I got here for about 3:30. I must have had 7 or 8 customers land. Anyway, I don't even know where to start. So, this car. This Vauxhall Astra. It was in demand because I've dropped it to 1995, doing a little bit of an Easter sale. A customer came, I had a couple of inquiries on this vehicle. I've got a bit of misorganisation, should I call it. But obviously I was on holiday taking phone calls. A couple of days I might have had a couple of pints down me. So I got mistaken on a customer that would turn up for this. So 2 customers turned up. Yeah, I've come for a test drive on this vehicle, no problem. Let them have a look round, gave them the keys, went for a test drive, loved it, purchased it. Car's now sold. Fantastic, you would think. Anyway, I'm doing the deal with the customer, and one of my other customers came running into the office and said, "Lewis, your customer has crashed into your car." And I thought he would take it mick because I know the guy, and I thought he's having a joke with me. Looked outside the window. Nope, the customer has forgot to put the handbrake on this car after the test drive, and that car was buried straight into this one. Luckily, it's not damaged it heavy, but it's caught it all down here. Can be sorted, not end of the world. But Jesus, that was hard work. It just scuffed it there. Anyway, sold, fantastic, really happy. So then I get a knock on the door. Open the door. Hiya, I'm here to test drive the Vauxhall Astra estate. Really sorry it's sold. And I got back, what do you mean it's sold? We booked an appointment today. How rude. Fantastic. Right, so I apologised to him. I said I must got a bit of a misunderstanding on which customer was coming. I've just come back off my holiday. I really do apologise. Luckily managed to turn it around and we ended up having a bit of a laugh over it. And then they test drove 2 cars. So I'll show you the first car. So this was the first car that they test drove, the Nissan Pulsar, which I said we hadn't had a whisper on. It's amazing how Motor Trade works. Test drove that car, they did like it, but they preferred the red Vauxhall Astra. So at the start of the video, you'll see the 14 plate Astra, which I've just picked up for an MOT. Some customers were supposed to come pick the vehicle up. Got to 3 o'clock, which was when they were supposed to turn up, and they never did. So sent them a text, "Hi guys, I've travelled off my holiday to come and see you. You're not here, whereabouts are you?" "Oh, we've done some more research on the car and we're not happy with this and not happy with that." Brilliant, I've just travelled 2.5 hours to see you. So I weren't very impressed by that. But luckily, the customers that I was just talking about with the Nissan Pulsar also want to test drive that red Astra. So it's got MOT, it's all ready to go. So they test drove it, they like it. I knocked them a couple £100 off for the messing about with the grey Astra, which I just showed you. Deal done, that's deal number 2. We then had this customer. We then had the customers who inquired on the Peugeot 508. Really lovely people. I felt terrible actually. Now, the woman, his wife, sorry, had a stroke a few years ago. So she's reactive to like sounds and light and stuff like that. And I'm not joking when I say this. Her husband has tried to open the car without it being unlocked, and the alarms have gone off. And she's had a full-on epileptic fit in the middle of my forecourt. I was absolutely distraught. I didn't even know what to do. I've never had a day like this. It's been crazy. So I'm trying to help her, trying to help her sister and all this sort of stuff. The fella's gone to the shop and getting a bloody Galaxy chocolate bar to try and get her blood pressure up or whatever you call it. So yeah, there was that one, and they didn't go ahead with it for obvious reasons. So we had that one. We then had this red Fiesta. Customer promised that they'd turn up. In fact, I rang them on my way back from holiday. They said, yeah, no problem, meet you at 3 o'clock. Never turned up. Pulled the car out from everything, but that's just luck of the draw. And then to top the day off, this little Ford KA, I think I told you at the start of the video, customer inquired on it. I didn't think they were going to come down. They turned up. In fact, they turned up before everyone else. Test drove the car, sold. So that's 3 cars that we've sold today in the space of about 2 hours. Well, it's now 5:15, so what's that, 2.5 hours. I can't believe how the day's gone. I mean, fantastic, we sold 3 cars, back off my holiday, straight back to business. But it has been a stressful 2 hours. I mean, my last set of customers said they feel really sorry for me, which I felt sorry for my bloody self. I didn't need anyone to feel sorry for me at that point. Anyway, that's the motor trade. That is why the name of this channel is That's the Motor Trade, because the things that happen in it are absolutely unbelievable. But that's a wrap up for today. Just want to thank everybody whilst I've got you. If you can, please subscribe, comment, like, share, all the rest of it. Really appreciate it. Let's get this channel moving again. Again, comment, let's see what you want to see, and I'll see you for the next one. Take care.